Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is special. Welcome to another episode of Raynday Gaming. I am back after a long hiatus. It's been a few months. I got married. A lot of good things happened there. And guess what? When I returned, Apex was doing something incredible. They invited 60 of the biggest content creators and players in the game to compete against the one, the only Post Malone in Apex Legends in a private lobby. And as I played a few of these games, I also took the chance to record and observe a fantastic game that Post Malone, iiTzTimmy, and their teammate Tobacco played against the rest of this stacked lobby featuring pros, content creators, and some of the biggest names in Apex. I cannot wait to analyze Post's experience here and his gameplay, and you get to see, are you better than Post Malone? We're going to answer that question right now, and can iiTzTimmy, one of the best Battle Royale gamers and FPS players in the world, carry this squad to victory? Maybe you won't have to. We're going to find out right now, though, on the Newcastle. And moving, whoa, the movement there off of the zip lines. Nice little zip line jump. He's chasing down that opponent like he stole something from him. Massive shots for 33. And he already knows where he's going. Timmy with a nice 360. Maybe a 180 there, but either way, gets the job done. That's 3 kills. And that's an early start for Post Malone and his squad. Now, Post Malone is playing Octane. He's old-timey cowboy. They're joined by Tobacco on the lifeline. This is a pretty good lineup for a team like this. And as we pan out to see who is competing here, you'll notice a lot of big names from Clara at Work, who's famously with Zach Mazer, one of the IGLs in the ALGS that's been with us for a very long time. Clara, also an incredible content creator. You might have seen her doing huge events like the UFC Throwdown with Nick Merckx and being, just an absolute wonderful presence in the community. Kylie Gaber as well as Giggle Autumn, both great creators and streamers. They're the types of people in this lobby. You'll get to see it. And eventually this game starts to showcase not just how Post Malone plays, as we're watching right here, but how difficult of a situation this would be for almost any other player to participate in. Because it's one thing to play Apex, it's one thing to grind it. Post Malone has come off a really long hiatus from playing this game. It has been a minute. He was changing keybinds. He's been on tour. He's dropped some recent songs. I know a lot of people are excited about his collaborations in the country category, which I am super excited about too. But he's got a bigger task ahead of himself. You might think in the world that it's hard to be a music star, somebody who goes out in front of millions and sings and has 4 #1 hits, 11 top 10 hits, and is pretty much known all around the world. Well, it might be harder actually to win in this lobby. I'm not going to lie. Apex is difficult, and that's why Respawn made sure to team Post up with Tobacco and iiTzTimmy all night long. And in this moment, they're still searching for their very first win. That is how hard it has been. In this lobby, I haven't shown you the footage yet, but if you want to subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to see it at some point. I got third with a really cool team, but this time it looks like it could be iiTzTimmy and, of course, Post Malone's day. But look at that. They're actually contested a little bit, smartly moving away from where 3 teams are beginning to engage. And this is, again, part of iiTzTimmy's leadership, but also part of what makes Post Malone really fun to watch. If you didn't catch any of the stream, he was very, very thoughtful about how he stayed with his team. And it's one of those things that if you're a newer player or you're just someone who's getting back into it after a while, you have to learn how to do. Finding ways to stick with your team. Right here, Team 4, finding ways to try to stick together and stay alive. Is White Tiger under pressure? I am Rhino-licious as well. And Sailor Tory on Google holding this high ground near the Watson pylons that they've set up. Loba, Gibraltar, Watson, very defensive team here. But of course, they are not the only team in this area. That is what has made this so treacherous. And this is why Timmy, Post Malone, and Tobacco are moving in such a way. Obviously following Timmy's leads, they see exactly where they are. They know that there is some fresh meat up on top, even though they've defended against it quite well from the front with the pylons. Posty with the 30-30, trying to find a little angle. Timmy going to be the first one in. Post, can he hit that shot? Misses it. Tries to claim some off the top of the rope, but he's going to get away. And that maybe, just maybe, makes it a little easier for Timmy and Post to push the remainders. And that is what is exactly happening. You may notice that that shot didn't hit. I'll explain why in just a moment. But look at this. Post has another chance. Whiffs. Nice 58, though. And that is definitely going to give that player some pause in coming back up. Post also needing to get his healing back online as well. Tobacco with a nice Pressure with the alternator. Jumping down, looking to see what he can find. This could be a knock, and it is. Tobacco lighting one up there just as he's intending to. Post coming in a little bit late to the fray, but maybe right on time to hit a few shots. 42 flesh. One more should do it. Getting healed by the lifeline. Post with a big knock as well. Can he clutch it up with a P20? It's Timmy who goes there, and you can see right there in your kill feed, they are taking down Seps, and they're looking to find a few more. A lot of teams falling, getting their first strike, as I mentioned, but one more player making their run. Sailor Teeny trying to catch up. Iron Ryan Malicious going and picking them up in the zone, but it's going to be Timmy on the Newcastle who tries to pressure it. The Havoc, very, very dangerous weapon, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough, guys. I think that is definitely going to be it. White Tiger trying to make the escape with the Loba. It's done a good job so far. Gets over the banister and now is able to kind of create some distance. So iiTzTimmy going to have a decision here. Do they keep chasing? They certainly can. Nice jump pad there from Post. He's actually the one in front. He's saying, give me something here. I don't want to keep running in circles. And I don't think you need to, Post. I think we've all heard that song a lot. For good reason. It's a fantastic song, but you don't need to do any more circling there. But speaking of that, while it may seem like they've just finished this off, there's another team in the midst on that side. It is Drum Bum's squad. And if you don't know about Sword Drum Bum, I got to tell you, great, great guy. You can see Seps, one of the lifelines that they dropped earlier. This team has survived, although Rhinolicious' team got taken down. Drum Bum is one of the best FPS players that I've seen in a long time. He's young, he's talented, he's got a great attitude. I met him personally at TwitchCon San Diego last year. We spent some time actually hanging out at Jordan Fisher's house, if you guys know who that is in the Apex community. Incredible guy, and obviously an incredible talent. And if iiTzTimmy is actually going to get taken down, I think that Drum Bum might be the one to do it. He's definitely going to outmatch, I would say, Tobacco or Post Malone. So it's really going to be a matter of who Drum Bum decides to go after. Look at that technique. Gets up onto the zip line, stays on the rail, and he's got the high ground now. And look at, that's the Newcastle, and that's iiTzTimmy down. Oh, no, no, no. This is not good for Post team. Drum Bum has taken the high ground, and he is not willing to let it go easily. Gets the heals up there as well. Yet look at that. They are back up and alive. Now, for those trying to figure out why everyone is getting alive, it's because they're playing a new mode called 3 Strikes, where your team can completely die 2 times before your 3rd strike, and then your 3rd strike is the reason that you would actually be out of the game. It creates some fast-paced action, as you're seeing here in Post Malone. Holy moly, I got to interrupt my statement. Oh my goodness, sets it up with a knock. A couple of shots with a 30-30, and then iiTzTimmy can clean up the rest. What seemed like the nemesis coming back to start trouble and steal victory from the heroes of this show. Finally, we see that heroic moment come into play. Post with some clutch 30-30 shots, and Timmy and them dealing with the threat at last. Drum Bum, Maida, Seps, again on their 2nd strike now, so having a chance to go back and run into Post again, but do they take the challenge? That's what makes this mode so fun. And another team I have to mention, Mangoes and Trees, Staycation Gaming, Gaming Merchant, 3 content creators that are absolutely killing it in the Apex scene. Friends of mine. I haven't met Mangoes, but Stay and Gaming Merchant, just incredible guys. Great channels. Go check them out. They're playing in this as well. And as a team, you can tell that they're getting down. Staycation with 2 kills and 8 assists already. This has been a team very, very hard at work. If they run into Post Malone, it could be a problem. But here it is. Another fight going out. Timmy and them finally get out of the frying pan and go into the fire. Seems like nothing has gone their way just now, but who are they fighting? It's Drum Bum yet again. So, Maida, Seps, they want a rematch? They're going to get it. You can see Drum's aim from across the way. The Havoc still in his hands. Turbocharger as well, and the gold extended mag, meaning that he doesn't even have to reload. He can go straight into his other weapon. Oh, but there's not going to be a chance! iiTzTimmy from downtown. A Mike Breen bang is in order for that one, as it has absolutely been iiTzTimmy on fire. 5 kills, 3 assists, and nearly 2,200 damage, making it difficult for Drum Bum's team to attack. Another team just to pay attention to as well, Team 7 over in the top northeast southeast corner here, southeast corner it looks like actually, is the fact that you're looking at a prize. This is a player who is from pro scene, it's a content scene, one of the deadliest aimers and 1v1 players you will see. You do not want to run into him. The map, obviously, slowing down. Strike one goes in as round two closes for Timmy and his squad. They've done a good job to leave their 2 strikes now available, so they still got 2 chances to be able to die and come back alive. This is a really interesting element of this. Another thing you'll notice is that when you are downed, you can get picked up faster. They've increased the speed at which you can revive someone when they are down, and that means that ultimately these fights can go on forever, especially if you have characters like Lifeline, who can revive you with their tactical ability instantly, and Newcastle, who can put a shield in front of you and move safely while he's reviving you. This is one of the strongest teams in the game, and that's why Timmy, Tobacco, and of course Post are playing it. It's going to give them the most to work around. But here's an issue here, because you could see this zone starting to pull in. Zone 3, 45 seconds left. With 16 squads still remaining, that means only 4 teams have exhausted all 3 of their strikes. So still a lot of action to play. They could make that rotation, but Timmy, I think, electing to say, let's just be a little more patient here. Let's check out what's in this care package Post. Maybe we get you a better weapon, but it's going to be hard to do that for Post right now. You know why? Because the R99 this season is still OP. The 30-30, fantastic weapon. If you have a chance to play these, you're going to want to play them as we get into another overview of this lobby. It's starting to get tight, and you can see at least 6 to 8 teams outside of that zone. Post, though, finds his red Evo with a couple of nice shots. Timmy finishes off Spook. Post threatening with gunfire, but he loses the trade. And he'll have to hit a Phoenix kit. Timmy and Tobacco on the low ground. Timmy looting up, Tobacco doing the exact same. One of the down players in front of him, but he knows there's a few left. In fact, he sees them right there and feels the bullets as they spray into his chest. Not enough to knock the great iiTzTimmy down, though, but could this be a player coming from behind a Newcastle? In fact, who is it? We don't know. Tobacco trying to find out. Timmy already out of there with a big ultimate, creates the distance and puts him back on the high ground. Wonderful play by iiTzTimmy, and a shield battery there will give Post Malone time to find some cover fire. And now it's not an answer. It's not a question of will they move. It is a question of they have to move, and how will it go? This is maybe the moment of the game for them. They're running in. There's 2 squads fighting in front of them. Can they stay together and make it out the zone? Almost killing the Post. He's got to hit these shots. He goes down, and now it's up to Timmy to try to find an answer to what looks like an unsolvable problem. He's playing the Newcastle. He's going to try to get the shield up, and he just gets taken down. That is their second strike. And it will be Team Playful, Moose, and We the People with a combined, oh my goodness, 18 kills already. That will stop their momentum. TSM Playful, obviously one of my homies, Girl, TSM Girl, playing with We the People, who was great at the ALGS Year 4 Championship. Shout out to my boy, We the People. And, of course, Moose, who is just dominating. You can see up in the kill leaderboard as well that it is 9 kills for a prize. I told you he's not playing around. But this team, 7 kills, 6 assists. You talk about 18 kills overall. What a dominating performance. We the People with the Bangalore ultimate. He feels the need for some rolling thunder. And as the cacophony of sound erupts among them, what will be the lightning strike? Will there be any, or is it just a ruse, a distraction for them to move a little bit forward? As you take a look at the map, things getting even more intense. Post Malone, Timmy, oh no, they are actually, interestingly enough, still alive. That would be their second strike. And I don't know how they did it, but they found a way to stay alive out of that. Maybe it was Tobacco who picked them up. Maybe it wasn't. But they still have a few strikes to work with. This team, though, is starting to look really dangerous. And again, they haven't won a game. We've been hours into this so far. Post Malone, Timmy, Tobacco looking like a very good team, especially considering the fact that Post is trying to get back into it. And you can see in the zone right now how important it is to position. We've got 10 squads left. I try to give this advice to players who are moving around and feeling like, you know, feels like there's a lot still of game to play. There's not. That top 10, one fight from each of you. Each team fights another team. You're in a top 5. You're in a final zone. So this is the most important thing you can do. And what's most important about this is somehow Post, Tobacco, and Timmy have stabilized. They found a way to get not only up, healthy, and together, but possibly into the best spot of the game. Look at where that zone is pulled right to them. In your top left corner, you can see that zone has just inched its way towards them. And on the high ground, they seem to have a vantage point over nearly everyone. With 30-30 repeaters, plenty of ammunition for Timmy, there's really not that much to worry about. And you can see what had been a team on the prowl, on the run, diving and dissecting any other squad that would dare to come into their way. They've now slowed down a bit. Moose, We the People, Girl, setting up for an end game. That certainly is approaching. 7 squads left. 9 kills for Moose. 9 kills for We the People. 18 between the two of them. It's just an unbelievable display of dominance from this squad. 7 for Girl. Make it 25 total. Can this team be stopped? It certainly feels like this may be the Goliath to Post Malone, Timmy, and Tobacco's David. But we all know how that story ended. Maybe it'll end a similar way here. It's going to be up to them hitting shots, though, and certainly this Newcastle wall is going to help. You can see Timmy in the zone. Can't get much better. I mean, they're right at the edge. They have plenty of ammo. They could pepper and spray so many of these opponents. They're already getting 60 damage on the lands there. Another 36. Timmy deadly with his aim. And again, plenty of bullets here. This weapon's so good in this meta, especially with these characters. It is going to be very hard for those teams to fight. A shield swap from the distance. But 30-30 repeaters, having that clear vision on you, it's not going to do too well. Timmy misses the first 4, connects on the 5th. And again, 7 squads still remaining. Moose goes down. Girl goes down as well. We the People using that gold knockdown shield. Could this be the end? Could this be where the Goliath falls? Beautiful shots to the R99. We the People uses the gold shield, then elects it's time to get his second teammate up. They start to rotate. We the People staying behind the cover and throws the ultimate as well. Rolling Thunder, that's the thunderous spray there. Doesn't miss many bullets, maybe not any. As Girl now decides to get a little aggressive. Good shots from Girl. She gets 1. Is she going to switch it up? She's got so much there. Uses the shield back and forth. Dip, duck, dive, dodge, and dive. And she finds a way to get herself into another situation with a double kill upon them. We the People and Moose. Now it's just unfair. They clean it up, and oh my God, they take down Staycation and the rest of the squad, as well as Kylie Gaber going out, and Rogue. That was a very dangerous team all around, and it's iiTzTimmy alongside Moose, Playful, a.k.a. Girl, and We the People who finish it off. Don't tell me, with 1 health, We the People cleans it up. Oh, the janitor was on duty there. And that aisle is spickety-span. That was clean with the L-Star. My goodness. Against all odds, both teams have survived. Timmy and Post have had to find their way down to the bottom, and they must play from the low ground here because of the climb, the Everest-like climb that Girl, We the People, and Moose have made against all odds, against the teams already cemented there in the 2v1s, the out-of-ammos, the armor swaps. They have found themselves to be in a position to be on the high ground. That was it. That was it. Snow Red, QJ Schlong, they are out, and it is a 1v1, a 3v3 for the money. iiTzTimmy and Tobacco with Post Malone. 1,200 kills for Posty. I like it. I don't mind it. ALGS, Timmy, you might need a sub next year, man. Think about it. The dojo might be able to work Post in there in the rotation. I don't know, but he's certainly proving that there's a chance into it. But this is going to be a tough fight to go for. The evac tower, maybe just to cause a little distraction. Maybe just to give them a bit of pause to say, are they going to try to take it to get over us? Is there a way to do it? Doesn't seem like an actual play, but maybe, again, just something to create an angle. Timmy knows that they are in a dire situation. He tries to take an angle back as well. He hits a lot of shots. He gets the other armor swap off, but Timmy looks like he's going to go down. Team 6 is the champion. We the people, Moose and Girl, take down Post Malone, Timmy, and Tobacco, but it was not without a very strong fight. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about Post Malone's first game casted here on the channel, and of course playing Apex with 3 strikes. Timmy, obviously phenomenal. Tobacco, great stuff, but Girl, we the people, Moose, come out on top. Leave a like if you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Leave a comment on what you thought was the most impressive part of that game, and if you'd like to see more of this. Also, good to see you guys, man. It's good to be back. Love y'all. Never give up, never stop gaming, and I will see you all next time.